Welcome to Results Elevator, our channel where we are discussing the questions dedicated to delivery and business development in IT sector. And today we selected the topic for you around the evolution of digital transformation and how it changes over time. We have a guest speaker with us, Nadia Znachko, who is an executive account and delivery manager. Nadia, thank you for coming today. And can you please briefly introduce yourself?
Of course. Hello, Yulia. Hello, Stan. I'm very glad to be here today with you. I'm a big fan of your channel. I think that you always raise very interesting topics, and today's topics is something I'm really excited about because throughout my career, I have been dealing with digital transformation for more than 10 years. So to give a brief intro for myself, my name is Nadia Znachko. I've been working in technology services for more than 10 years in different geographies in Europe, in APAC, and right now based in UK and dealing mostly with European and American clients.
Great. Thank you for coming. You have a great expertise across the globe. So can you bring us probably to start with the definition? What is digital transformation? Is it perceived equally across multiple regions, and what it consists of?
That's a great question, actually. And in the best traditions of any technology consulting, I would answer with it depends, because this term actually is dependent on the industry, geography, and a particular client and his background, his or her background. This is a very high level and very broad term that is used to describe any kind of change that is related to digital space. And digital space could be both for IT-related initiatives and also for the clients who work with retail and other industries, but use digital space or digital platforms as part of their channels of sales and other elements of their business. So dependent on the client industry and client background, whenever you hear digital transformation, it could mean any sort of project that would be related with the change in the organization that would touch the software that is being used or platforms that are being used for the operations and business itself.
So it's not only the question of, let's say, CTO and technical people, but it's more a broad term that touches business as well, regardless whether it's digital business or not, right?
Yes, I think that from what I have seen, I can drive a conclusion that anything that is related to technology and anything that would be changed business, not business as usual, that would be under the umbrella of digital transformation terms. So whenever the budget is allocated to the change that is related to technology, it would fall under digital transformation. This term has been widely used for the last 7-10 years. And throughout these 7-10 years, the what exactly is meant by digital transformation has changed based on technology changes and the knowledge and exposure to technologies that exist in the world.
Digital transformation is changing the business. However, the term is changing as well. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I would say so, because it's also whenever we look into any technology news, and if you utilize platforms and digital channels for your driving up your sales, you would be keeping an eye on technology changes. So, as an example, recently we have AI very broadly introduced, ChatGPT, AI, any kind of generative AI models. They are now being meant by digital transformation programs rather than like 5 years ago. Digital transformation could have meant agile transformation or maybe automation adoption and blockchain adoption, things like that, whichever was of more relevance at that point in time was meant under digital transformation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my feeling was always that, that we in technological companies, we usually consider digital transformation as something more severe. So some radical changes in technology, introduction of like something completely new. But from your experience, what I hear that it's like, I don't know, implementation of the system, even if that's not something very innovative, can be digital transformation for some company, right? And like our focus on innovation may a little bit hide this part of projects that are also coming. So you mentioned that Agile, for example, also was a part of digital transformation. Can you guide us probably like with your experience, like what were different approaches through the last, I don't know, 5 years to digital transformation and where we are right now?
Great question. Yes, I mentioned that Agile was brought in as a part of digital transformation. I think that's because Agile practices also drive the changes in technology, because this is the way of delivering technological projects, but at the same time, it's the ways of working. So you cannot say that it's strictly technological. It's the way you organize your work, but also to enable true Agile, you need to bring on best practices like automation, which is a direct transformational change and which is considered digital transformation. In regards to innovation, that's a great point, because with the perspective of innovation, I would say that digital transformation would be more related to whereabouts the client right now is in their software development maturity. Because for certain clients, for example, those who has never used digital channels as the channels of sale, implementing the platform, implementing the portals that would enable these sales would not be an innovative solution, because it's something that has been around for decades, but it would be a transformational project for them. The same could be said about adopting a new platform, either a backend platform or like a front-end solution. Adopting something large is going to be a digital transformation project. However, it does not mean that it's going to be an innovative solution. And I would also say that for clients for whom stability of their business is of high importance in critical areas, they would not be adopting anything innovative in the business critical space, because they need the solution that is being implemented to be tested, checked, validated by multiple people before them, before they can rely their business critical functionality on it. But it still would be a transformative project.
From another point of view, we're now in some crisis, right? And a lot of clients say that they are in cost-saving mode. And a lot of digital transformation projects, they are put on hold or cut at all. So is digital transformation something that we should postpone to better time?
I'm laughing because this is a topic that is raised in a lot of client conversations right now about cost cutting and not investing in transformation anymore. But I think that this is very much related to what was put under transformative budgets in the past. Right now, digital transformation is still happening for the clients, even though there is a cost-cutting mode, but there is a very strict selection of what the clients want to invest their money in. For any type of transformational project, there has to be a justification and there has to be a solid tracking of ROI on this investment, because there is no way with the current economical situation, the clients are willing to invest in something that is not going to bring fast results to them.
AI?
AI is a good example because it's very trendy thing to talk about now. And here, clients are usually more in the mode of being scared of losing something, like missing an opportunity. Like the fear of missing out is very much a driver now in the space, because a lot of the competitors are claiming that they are utilizing AI, that they have brought in the AI innovation in their space. So a lot of clients are raising the subject of AI as a potential transformational project to make sure that they are not going to become irrelevant in a year, because everyone is talking that they're using it and they're not yet using it. So they are asking for us to bring on this type of solutions to them.
Yeah, but AI, it's a solution, right? It's not a problem. And even the AI approach it themselves, they say that first you need to identify the task, right? Not the solution looking for a problem. So how are you like talking with your clients right now who have this very fancy toy of AI, like, right? And also sourced by fear of being missing out. So how you turn them back to discuss the real problem they have and their real targets rather than specific solution.
Oh,
Give us AI and we will find the problem.
yes, and AI will find a problem for you that it can then bravely solve. I really have this like metaphor that I like to think about when I think about clients who come to us to ask for AI solutions. It's kind of like when you are not feeling well and you start Googling your symptoms and you come up with diagnosis and go to the doctor and say that I need this prescription. And the doctor is surprised and asking you like, why do you think that? Like, what's wrong? Is there something troubling you? And then you start to answer what actually is troubling you. And as we all know, because we have all tried it, trying to diagnose yourself in Google is not really the best approach to do that. So the
Yeah.
same, like
Even with Gemini, yeah?
yeah. Also, I have heard that AI is now getting better at that, but still, I think that in some particular cases, you need to go to professional and talk to an expert and see what they would tell you before you start taking some heavy drugs. So yes, similar situation in the technology space. Often the clients can come and ask for AI solution without having any particular problems that would be resolved with AI. In that case, when there is, like in every case, when the client comes to you with a solution they have in mind, there has to be a range of questions asked, because we cannot be sure that this is the solution that will work. So basically asking 5 whys is a very basic approach. When you are asking, why do you think that 5 times in a row, that's what can get you to the root cause of the problem, which would see whether or not AI is the right way to approach the issue. And also it would give you the right indication of what actually the maturity of the client is, because some of the organizations want to adopt AI, but they are far from ready to be able to adopt AI, especially if we look at the state of data, because any type of AI model needs to have access to like a good sets of data to be able to apply it. And if the data is not in the right quality, not of the right quality and not in the right shape, it would not be very useful to use AI, because it would just come up with recommendations or do optimizations that is not going to optimize anything, in fact.
Yeah, garbage in, garbage out. So you already mentioned that like when you are talking with client right now at this stage at least, so we should like those transformations that don't have clearly stated ROI will not have a green light. So what other advices would you give, like how we can talk to clients right now to actually move with our project? So what we should focus on?
In this particular case, with quick wins and ROIs, the critical thing is what you can offer to the clients in terms of your delivery. So it would be related more to the exact delivery, not to the pre-sales or sales process, but you need to use it to help you drive the conversations forward. And in this case, you need to pay attention to metrics and possibility to gather relevant metrics that would prove this return on investment for the client. It's not something that we've dealt with 5 or 7 years ago when there were large transformational projects where we were trying to measure agile velocity, but not always successful because of the changing scope. Right now, because of the crisis and because of the way the budgets are tracked, the return on investment needs to be in the same year. So whenever you have the budget for something, you need to show the result in the same year. And that means that a lot of responsibility, even more responsibility than before, falls on program and project managers who need to be able to provide those metrics to the stakeholders and to budget holders.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like not only is the digital transformation approach and change, but the way how we can keep clarity, how we can keep visibility, what we should use for that. It's really, really important to go to success.
Yeah, I definitely would say so.
So the delivery practices are also impacted like by what is considered the digital transformation on the market, what is the market situation overall, right? And the maturity of the client, and all that finally is an input for the approaches to project and delivery management and how we execute projects.
Oh, yes. I think that in this particular case, with the giant leaps that technology progress is taking, it's critical for project and delivery managers to keep the hand on the pulse and be always informed and always continuously learning in terms of what has changed and what would be the best tool to use, because using old school tools is still relevant. But for many projects, and especially in the digital transformation space, you have to be up to speed with what is the latest and the greatest.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nice advice. Thank you very much. Great. Thanks, Nadia. Thanks, Stan. It was nice to talk with you today. I think we have a great intro into this domain. I have plenty of other questions, and I hope to have an opportunity to discuss that even further. So thanks for our visitors of our channel. We hope we brought something new for you, and we are waiting for you on our channel. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nada.
Bye.
Yeah.